All right, so today I have Miss Courtney Cash, and she's a Colorado native who got recruited at East Carolina University on to play women's soccer. Miss Cash, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How about you, Kai?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Can you introduce yourself to everybody?
Yeah, so my name's Courtney Cash. Like Kai said, I was recruited at ECU. I played there for 4 years, and then I graduated with a biology and chemistry degree. Currently, I am still pursuing my med school route, and I was able to live my professional dream. Short-lived though, 2 weeks, but had fun with that, and now I'm getting ready to finish my med school path.
That's cool. That's cool. You say, what did you say, bio and chemistry major? What made you
Yes, that's
choose? What made you choose that?
So biology initially just because I enjoy studying the subjects, but also it's a good set basis and prereq for the MCAT and setting yourself up for med school. And then you only need two more classes to then double major for chem major, and so I might as well. So grab
That's
that
cool.
chemistry major along the way.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Um, what are your future plans to do with your once you finish med school?
Um, Future plans would just you know be as good of a doctor or surgeon I could possibly be, build that dream house and donate some money, just live a good, healthy life.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And what type of surgeon would you like to be?
I know when you get to med school, there's a lot of options and you have to keep your mind open. I've always had a passion for cardiology, specifically a cardiovascular surgeon. However, I'm going to keep my mind open and see the possibilities.
That's cool. That's cool. Man, that's a hard job, Cash. You got it. You could do it. Now, I know if anybody can do it, you can. But I'm saying, whew, man. All right. So you ever seen Grey's Anatomy?
I actually have not.
Oh man. Have you ever heard
I
about
just
it?
Yes, of course I've heard about it. I just
Okay.
feel like I heard so many episodes and they were so long. I just don't have that time.
Yeah. And nah, you might as well start from episode one because if you don't, it's not gonna make sense. But yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know, it's cool though. But it's some cardiovascular surgeons on that, and if you, it's just like scenarios of what they go through every day. It's so crazy. Like I could, man. That's girl. Stay prayed up. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah.
say. Really, stay prayed up. All right, so Miss Cash, my next question for you is, what were three of your favorite memories from from undergrad at East Carolina?
Ooh. Um. Well, a lot of it was revolved around soccer. Most of my time was spent with that. So I remember my very first goal. Um, that was just an incredible feeling because that really uh, paved the way to be an influence and role model amongst my teammates and just kids within the community. And then, so that was a good memory, good feeling. Of course, take it all the way to the end of the season of my senior year. We made it to third place, lost in the semifinals against Memphis. And, even though we lost, but we never made that far in all my years at ECU. So
For real.
ending on a high note like that was great, another good feeling. And then third, I'll have to say participating in the AFib clinic at ECU. I was a volunteer intern for that, and I really enjoyed helping out those patients coming in and seeing their mindsets kind of develop with the condition that they have and learning more about the risk factors of how they can prevent it and control it. And
Hmm.
then them coming back for the second session and just being like, yeah, I feel better or I have more energy. Um, so that was also wonderful.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Um, one time y'all was on TV. I seen y'all on TV. This was like after I left though. But yeah, one time y'all was on TV, I was going crazy. I couldn't like. All right, so I was man, I was incarcerated and I seen y'all on the TV, but it was like I couldn't see because the window was in the way. Like it was blurry. I was like, I know my girl Cash playing.
Oh,
I know my. Man, I was going crazy. I seen y'all on TV, and man, I was like, whoa, like that's my girl. I know she out there. I know she out there. Oh yeah, Cash got the best defense in ECU history. Just to let that be known. Yeah.
no, yeah.
Best defense on go. And she fat. Don't let her. Hey, guys, quick. Man, you remember that time, me? I don't know if you remember this. But one time, I think me, Pat, and Ant. You remember them? Anthony?
Hmm.
All right, yeah. Me, Pat, and Ant went out there to a game. Do you remember that or no?
Oh yeah.
Man, Cash, girl, you was not. And then them girls hurting you. She hit you with an L. Well, I was about to hop, man. I was about to go to jail. I was about to go to jail for
Yeah.
hurting some little girl, messing with cat. Man, nah, you're not my Courtney. Mm-mm. You don't play that. But yeah, man, you was so fast. I'm talking about one time, y'all goalie the goalie's on the left side. One time they kicked it, and it's like before the ball even went over, like, man, you was already on it. Like, you was not playing. You was hawking them girls down. But I think y'all played, I don't know if it was Memphis or I don't know, but they had some girl on there that was fast too. And after the game, he was like, I was like, good job, Cash. He was like, no. He was like, no, Kai, it wasn't no. The girl was fast, and I was just trying to keep up with her. And I'm, Cash, no, it's okay. Calm down. It ain't nothing. You did your thing. It's like one girl. You done killed the whole team. Like, you talking about this one girl. Like, you competitive. You don't play. You don't
Yeah.
play. You don't
You
play.
know me, I'm very competitive. I'm very focused and driven with it. So, I want to seek that perfection. Even though soccer is a game of mistakes, you want to get as perfect of a game you can.
For real. You was doing your thing, though. You was doing your thing. I remember that. Like, I ain't never gonna forget that. I got to see my
Yeah,
friend play soccer. That was cool. That was cool.
yeah, those are good times.
For real. Um, my next question for you is, oh, you say you went pro for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
How was that? Like, what were some good memories you have of that even though it's 2 weeks? I know you know that you experienced something that 99% of women don't get to see. Like, it's a
yeah,
small community of pro women soccer players.
yeah. So I was gifted with the opportunity, and presented the chance to go to Florida and do a tryout. And thankfully, I was able to impress a couple of the coaches that came, and a lot of them that did come were overseas from Iceland. And two of the coaches asked for me to come over to Iceland and play with their team. And so I enjoyed doing that. And one of them was on the Pepsin League, which was a Premier League over there, Throtzer, if I pronounced that right. um, but it was incredible seeing their skill, seeing the size of the girls, and experiencing the atmosphere that was given to this professional league. Um, Now, I was within the first game though. I was playing left forward. I was coming back to help defend, and the opponent had a bad touch. I came in sliding to poke it back to my defender. Then she also decided to slide, and as my foot got the ball, her foot came in and twisted. So I fell to the left, she fell to the right, and she ended up tearing partially my anterior tibialis tendon. So I completed the game. I finished the game on it, but due to the injury, they dropped the contract, especially since I was the foreigner and I was now the expensive player. So they said I could come back in the summertime because this was around February when I left. And when so I decided to come back, and then COVID hit. So luckily, I got back within the states before the
Right.
whole pandemic. And now I'm looking to pursue my medical career now. So I was able to live it, short lived, but I enjoyed the experience when I did.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm sorry that happened to you. You said your anterior tibialis. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Hmm.
That's in your. I don't know too much. That's in your. That's on your leg, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much like by the ankle, so it's like a third degree sprain, I'd say.
I wish that wouldn't happen to you, but I'm glad you. I'm glad you
Oh
still got your
yeah.
legs. You know.
Yeah, but life happens, and I'm learning you can't really plan for everything because, of course, I didn't plan for a 2 week experience. I was hoping for at least a season, but can't plan for everything. So now you just can only prepare for what's given to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. My next question for you is, ooh, what was some of the biggest differences between U.S. soccer and Iceland? You said Iceland, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, Iceland soccer.
So one thing that really surprised me was the resources. Playing at ECU, we were given a lot, and that's not seen as a professional level. That is undergrad collegiate soccer.
Right.
So going overseas to this professional level, they actually did not have athletic trainers on the side. They did not have any um, health aid or gear equipment. You pretty much had, if you needed tape, you had to pack your own tape. Um, so that was a real shocker for me because uh, soccer is a high risk injury sport, either like minor injuries or severe injuries with concussions, and there was not a single athletic trainer on the sides for practices and games, which really took me off guard. And then also since it's in Iceland, they do a lot of the artificial grass
Hmm.
versus natural grass, just due to the snow and
Man, that's so
everything. And
hard
so,
too.
yeah, there. I remember this one practice we had. It was just snowing hard, and there was a good like inch or two on the field, and they were just playing like it was as if it was normal, which it probably was for them, but it certainly was not for me.
You out there playing soccer on snow?
Yeah,
Like what? That's
yeah. So
oh. Did you?
one of the
Go ahead. Go ahead.
it was freezing. One of the fields had a natural heater with it, so it could heat and melt the snow as it went. But that this practice didn't have that. So the snow just kind of accumulated up and it pack under your cleats. So I was sliding. I don't know how the other girls were doing, but I was all over the place.
For real. For real. I don't think that's okay to man, women soccer, especially women's soccer, y'all girls be going all out. Y'all take every game like it's the championship. Why? I do not know. Y'all got 20, 30 games or 10, 20, I don't know. But y'all got a lot of games. Y'all don't have to go a lot of every game. Like, no. I'll be out there. I was out there scared. Scared. I was like, man, just please don't let that motherfucker get hurt. Please don't let nobody get hurt. Y'all bumping and hitting and oh, y'all not dead yet. Oh my gosh. But yeah, like that's not okay. Hey, well, y'all. I understand what you're saying though, because at ECU, man, we had athletic trainers out the wazoo. Like even if there wasn't enough, they gonna come from the building, from the
Yeah,
out. Yeah, they coming. But I feel so scared, like playing, especially on a professional level, and on snow and all type of stuff, and you don't have nobody who can help you out. If I was a parent, my child would not. I. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
it really comes down to the mindset of every minute counts, and you need to know what your body can handle, and prepare and train for it because that's what you've been doing this whole time, up to the game, up to how you're supposed to perform, and then actually being able to know what to do out on the field. So it's like you kind of have to have that expectation because you are competing for a spot, you're competing for a scholarship, or you're competing just to get that money. So it's a different form of career, versus a business aspect, but it's still a very competitive atmosphere where every minute counts, and so you're
Right.
gonna have to be hitting the other girl to make sure that you could still stand up.
Absolutely. I know that's right. All right, so it's like, all right, now my next question I'm gonna ask you just because like there's a lot of women who wanna do what you did. Like there's a lot of girls right now in high school who wanna go play soccer in college and then at least get a tryout in pro. So my first question for you is what would you like to tell the women what would you like to tell the little girls in high school who are want to go to play college at or ECU or NC State or any collegiate level, what would you like to tell them?
Well, I'm really glad you brought that up. I had the privilege to train several kids at ECU, a lot either through the ECU camps or individual sessions. And one thing I really admired were the kids that were very dedicated in the sport. But first and foremost, you cannot let other people define who you are. Take in constructive criticism, but you need to define who yourself is on the field and who you are as an individual. So, for instance, myself, I'm a very small, more of a petite player. I don't have that tall, thick build. That's ideal in soccer, but I wanted to prove who I was out on that field and how I am capable of performing at the next level. And you have to put in the work. You have to be dedicated in what you want to do because you can't let others decide who you are.
Absolutely. Um, and I can vouch for that as well, Miss Cash. Hey, don't if I'm wrong, correct me. But you were one of the smallest people on the field. With
Mm,
that being said, you were also one of the most impactful on the field. That makes sense. Like you trying
yeah,
to no, you don't care what how big them girls is. You don't care how big your girls. No, you going full speed like y'all the same size. Ain't no, there's no just cause you bigger than me, but you ain't better than me is I'm from for real. Like you represented yourself and you represented your state well. I promise you that you did your thing. Um,
exactly. You have to show forth your own skills, your own talents, and show everyone what you are actually capable of and who you think and see how you see yourself so you can display that to others as well.
yes, ma'am. What advice do you have to the women in college right now who are considering going pro?
To just keep looking and keep fighting. If it's really a dream of theirs, you have to look at other avenues to get there. Either like for myself, sending out a official video and a transcript and all that was not enough. I had to take a step farther and go to Florida, drive all the way there, and then do a tryout. Um, and of course, that was some money, and then I had to spend some money to fly myself to Iceland. But all that was I saw is worth it to live this dream. So you just have to keep that mind right, stay focused, and follow your dreams. Because I believe anything that you do that where you're following your passion, you'll do it right, you'll do it successfully, and you'll enjoy what you're doing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, my next question for you is, what advice do you have to the people in high school that's going to college next year?
To again stay focused. There's going to be a lot of distractions within that transition, and one of the biggest things I had to also learn was to keep an open mindset. Um, that I had to not only adjust my playing style to more of a physical combative style because it is
Mm-hmm.
the next level. These girls are bigger, they are faster, they are more aggressive, and same goes with the guys. It's the next level, and the physical aspect is a next step, and you need to keep that open mindset to not only develop your weaknesses but develop your strengths as well.
Yes, ma'am. Do you have any advice to the upcoming biology and chemistry majors?
As time management on that one. You have to be able to really stay focused in class, study, and be dedicated in your studying so you actually come out of the semester knowing and like being successful with your schooling. You don't want to come out of college thinking, oh, I found myself, but I don't know anything about my major.
Absolutely. And now my last question regarding school is, do you have any advice for the people who just graduated and are going to med school?
Oh, well, I'm still in that path. I'm still on that boat, so
Right.
um, I'm still with it on them, but I'd have to say just, you know, follow your passion. If it's truly your passion and it's truly something you would like to do, you're gonna make the sacrifices needed to do so, such as studying for the MCAT or applying to these schools and reaching out. And even if you get rejected the first time, still going for it again and developing yourself to where you can get accepted the second time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, so Miss Cash, thank you so much for coming on my show. I appreciate it, and I'm so glad you did this. Hopefully, one day we'll be able to do a part two. Before we go, are there any things that I didn't say, or is there anything that you didn't get asked, or that you would like to say?
No, just have all your viewers have them follow their passion and live their life.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you again, Miss Cash.
No, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.